Anyway, this is part two. Anyway, I was talking about episode three. Yeah, the music is majestic. The opening of this movie felt just like the original trilogy. With the you have this freaking Star Destroyer like thing, and the freaking pilots flying around. You know, Obi-Wan, Anakin, and the clones. It's freaking awesome. I love the CGI. I don't think it looks crappy. It still holds up even after 10 years. And when I saw this in the theater, I was like, wow, this is a Star Wars movie. This is what it's all about, man. Just space battles, insane action, mind blowing special effects for the time before Avatar came out. You have Obi-Wan and Anakin's fight. I waited years for this, and it did not let me down. It's a long fight. It's epic. Yeah, two of the same lightsabers, blue, but the fight was more personal for me. I was, I don't think Hayden Christensen is the worst. I sat through Hobo with a Stick. I can honestly say I'd rather sit through this guy. Yeah, I'd rather sit through him. I sat through Jumper. I don't hate that movie. So yeah, Episode 3 is one of the best Star Wars movies there is. It's my fourth favorite because after the originals, if this is one that connects to the original so well, and everything that happened in the film was done right, especially Anakin's turn and the Jedi's getting killed off and Yoda getting sentencing himself to Dagobah and Obi Wan taking Luke to Tatooine, and everything, just everything about it. Even though Padme doesn't have much to do in the film, it was great to see Natalie Portman again. The way she died was not a cop out like the way Han died in TFA. It was done more responsibly. Anakin is trying to choke her, and Obi Wan tells her tells him let her go. He lets her go. She dies in childbirth. It's fine. I got over it. And was this an epic finale to the prequels? Hell yes, it was. I think it was done well. The emotion, the drama, the freaking, everything that happened. I think Palpatine is a great villain. He's definitely underrated. Ian McDermott came back and he was awesome. And he's the reason, that we have he's a great villain. He's a villain that can never be duplicated. And then you see the rise of Darth Vader, the greatest movie villain ever to walk the cinemas. And you get to see his rise. And that breathing, it gave me chills in the theater. Something I didn't get with TFA when I saw it. Because the only sign of Darth Vader you see is uh, you know, a crushed helmet, which doesn't make any sense because I thought Luke burned the helmet at the end of Return of the Jedi. But retcon. That's why I prefer George Lucas over J.J. Abrams because he knows what he's doing. He's made mistakes, but the man, he created this universe, not Abrams, not Disney, and not whoever else is directing the new films. But that's my thoughts on the prequels. I've already done reviews. These are not reviews. These are my retrospective on the films itself. And look how beautiful that artwork is for the Blu-ray. That's amazing. I love that. I think the prequels are underrated because all of them get shit, and while some of it is well deserved, some of it isn't. Especially how much fun I had in the theaters, especially with episodes 1 and 3. 2, the crowd kind of sucked, but I had fun. I tried to have fun in the theater. That's not something that I'm going to hide from anybody here on YouTube. The toys. I've collected these toys for years. My dad did. These are very hard to find. This is a Princess Leia. What do I think of Princess Leia? This is the best female character in the entire franchise. You hear that? Oh, haters. You hear that? You hear that? Yeah. Hobo with a Stick is not my girl. This is my girl. She is a badass. She has the Force, and it makes sense because she's a Skywalker. Princess Leia Organa Skywalker Solo. That's her full name. Yeah. And I love this character. She was the original badass before Ripley and Aliens, and before, this girl in Edge of Tomorrow, and before, uh, I rebel, I rebel. You'll get that reference soon. This is the one of the first, like the freaking poster child for freaking strong women in sci-fi movies. This right here, Princess Leia Organa Skywalker Solo, played by Carrie Fisher, still is awesome, and I'm glad she's still around. Even chubby, I still loved seeing her again in that movie. Yeah, I love seeing the original cast because they're the best. They will live forever and in my heart as the true Star Wars cast. And I love these toys that I have. I have toys from all of them. I got Leia, I got Luke, I got Han, I got Chewie, I got the droids. Love the droids. I have R2D2. I bought this to the theater last year. Look at him. I hope I don't get a copyright claim for that because it's just a little sound. But I love R2D2. Still the best droid of the franchise. I do like BB-8, but I think he's, R2 is just the one that I love to death because he's just. I hear that noise and I'm like, love that little guy. Anyway, now that I gotten that out of the way, other things. My thoughts on what's gonna be for the future of Star Wars, the greatest franchise of all time. Well, people say that I might hate The Force Awakens. Oh, I'm sorry, TFA, Episode 7, the movie that came out a couple months ago and the film in the theaters, and the film has made the most money domestically of all time, and it's the third highest grossing movie of worldwide. What do I think? I've already reviewed the movie. This is not a review for it. You know what I had problems with in the film. Two things, two major things, and I've already said it. Killing off Han, the way he died was a freaking cop out, and your hobo. Yes, this hope. Why do I call her a hobo? The whole movie she doesn't wear anything else except a freaking outfit that looks like a girl version of Luke. What is there to like about her? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what people are drinking in the Kool-Aid. I have no idea. But hey, you like her? That's fine. This is my girl. Padme is my girl. Mara Jade in the freaking in the comics and the books and the freaking fighting game, Star Wars Masters of Terrascasi. That's my girl. I'd rather deal with her than whoever this girl is. And Rogue One. What do I think of it coming out? I already said I don't care about the trailer. I don't care about your lead, Felicity Jones. I've heard a piece from the trailer, and she sounds like she's freaking phoning it in. Remember, one of the writers of this did The Nutty Professor too. Yeah, red flag, if you ask me. And she goes, I rebel, I rebel, I rebel, I rebel, I rebel. I'm sorry, when I think Star Wars, I don't think of people sounding like a freaking zombie, like they're stoned out of their mind. I rebel. I rebel. I'm sorry. Natalie Portman in the prequels gave more of a lively performance with makeup on her face and all those gowns and the headgear. She didn't go, "Oh, let's stop the Federation. Let's stop the Federation." No, I don't need that. This is supposed to be the greatest franchise in the world. Why are you casting Brits? Why? We've already had them in the prequels and the originals and the animated series and everything. Why? I don't get it either. I don't. I'm sorry. If you cast a Brit in the Han Solo movie, I will not be interested. Just saying. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm American. I was born on this land. My ancestors were born here, and I want to give props to them. I don't trust Brits enough to be in a Star Wars movie because they can't carry it. I'm sorry. Do I hate that movie? No, but putting a nearly half of the cast being British, it just takes me out of it. Like I said, this is not Doctor Who. This is Star Wars. This is the OG. The creator of this franchise is a Jewish American. He's not some Brit that came off the boat that sounds, you're gonna take the restraints off, or I rebel, or whatever the hell they say in the rest of the trailer. Just that's not for me. The what I'm looking forward to. Well, the next season of the Rebels cartoon. That's more rebellion that I need. That's more of Star Wars that I need over the freaking Rogue One movie. A filler movie. Sorry, people. Hate to burst your bubble. It's a filler movie. Um, there's a Lego Star Wars cartoon coming out in June. I'm looking more forward to that because Lego Star Wars is cute. I can say that. The The Force Awakens freaking game, not so much. It's gonna be more of the same that we saw in the movie last year. Episode 8. All things have leaked. Oh, there's been rumors that this girl is going to be a descendant of Anakin. Sorry, two people came from Anakin's loins, Luke and Leia. That's it. There is no third wheel. Episode 9. How do I want the franchise to end? On a high note. I don't want some depressing thing where all the Skywalkers are dead and Chewie's dead and every. No, I don't want this to be Alien 3. I don't. I want this franchise to live forever. It already will, but making these filler movies like freaking Rogue One and a Boba Fett movie or Yoda movie or whatever. If we do this every year, it's going to become numbing. And I, as a Star Wars fan, feel insulted because I'm like, I want a movie once every 2 years, not once every year. It's going to become oversaturated, and people are going to get tired of it. And by episode 9, people are going to be checking out. And I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to turn my back on this franchise. It's the greatest franchise in the world. And to me, my love for the originals will always be with me, no matter what happens in the next two films in this canon, episode 8 and 9. Am I gonna hate them? I don't know. The films haven't been made yet, especially 9, which is 3 years away. But I on May 4th, I don't want this to be, oh, I'm just hating on everything new Star Wars. I can't embrace it. I embraced some of the new characters. Like I said, I got this bobblehead of Kylo Ren for $10 in my college, and I didn't throw it away. Right, Kylo Ren? See, he agrees with me. I love this franchise. I always will. But when there's something that I don't care for, I am going to be vocal about it because I am a fan. I've been a loyal fan before this movie even got made. So that's so any of these haters out there saying that, oh, you just want to shit on the new film because everybody else did. I enjoyed myself in the theater, but I had two problems and I did not hide them on camera. And for the future of the franchise, just make a good movie. Is that hard to ask? No, it's not hard. You know what is my what you know what movie came out 2 years ago that to me is my new Star Wars, that it felt just like a Star Wars movie? Guardians of the Galaxy. That was not just a superhero film. It felt like a Star Wars movie. Star Lord is basically Han Solo, just younger and he has a different gun, and instead of Chewbacca, you have a talking tree, and it's in space, and it has a ton of space battles, and it has droids too. It has robots and aliens of all kinds, and it has music from the 70s. Ah, yeah, 70s Star Wars, the original Star Wars, 70s. Nice